The Fitzwater Center's proven to be a phenomenal jewel in our crown.
Hello and welcome. It is Primary Matters here on Boston Herald Radio. Chris Milani joined by our panel of Franklin Pierce students. We'll also be talking to Professor Frank Cohen coming up in about 10 minutes or so. And we are less than a week away, boys. We've got Ron Cooper, future President Cooper, running in 2017. He's going to, or 2032 rather. He's going to be running against Alex Mom in 2032. It should be an intense primary. And we've also got Jonathan Spall back. He joined us last week. Welcome, guys. How we doing?
When I first found out that Franklin Pierce was going to be able to collaborate with the Boston Herald, I was thrilled. And I knew that it was going to be a really great opportunity for all the students. They would be excited. It would be an awesome opportunity for me as a grad student to just be really involved with the media aspect, with just writing and reporting and being on the Boston Herald Radio.
I'm really excited that Franklin Pierce collaborated with the Boston Herald throughout this year. I was able to be part of the summer presidency in the press, where we got to go to the Boston Herald and really have a full day of seeing what it's like to be part of a news organization, seeing what it's like to be part of making decisions of page 1 news or page 12 news. And it really has been special. I've gotten to go to the Democratic debates. I've been able to just do a lot of different things I wouldn't be able to do really anywhere else, or if we weren't partners with the Boston Herald. So how really involved people are, not necessarily in ideological trends or anything like that. It's more about numbers.
Well, the first time I was on, I was pretty scared. I was nervous, kept saying too much, and the guys that are on the Herald Radio are great guys. They've been at it for a while, and they really made me feel comfortable being with them. And after a little bit of practice and just doing it over and over again, you became comfortable and felt like I was really doing it for a living.
Being on Boston Herald Radio, I learned really how a radio station works. There's a lot of different things that go into a radio show that I wouldn't necessarily think, like seeing how you can be in Manchester and be communicating with Boston at the Boston Herald headquarters and trying to figure out what time we're going to go on air, what time we're going to commercial, and things like that is really, really special.
I've learned that this is definitely something that I could see myself getting into, reporting for newspapers, photographing for newspapers. It's really exciting. It's definitely opened my eyes to this aspect of mass communication.
The partnership with the Boston Herald has been amazing. It has given me a lot of great opportunities. It has built my confidence up, and my speaking ability has improved, and it's been really great. I couldn't have asked for any more. I was surprised by how many opportunities myself and all the students here at the Fitzwater Center actually had, and they really followed through with on the Boston Herald end with letting the students have real firsthand experience as a reporter for the Boston Herald.
I personally believe that the partnership between the Herald and Franklin Pierce University is important. We're a very big political school because we're in New Hampshire, and we're very keen on media, stuff like that. We have an entire center devoted to the mass communications majors, and I think the Boston Herald, they see that in us and they see the potential that we have, and they really strive for excellence out of us. As Andy Card often says, Pierce is perseverance, integrity, encouragement, respect, community, excellence. Boston Herald really pulls all of those out of each Franklin Pierce student, and they themselves are the personification of what Pierce means.
It's really been a great partnership, and going out to Iowa was also just a great moment.
So I went in to this trip as a photographer. So I was photographing the events that we were at, all that stuff. I was also helping out with finding interviews for either people's articles or people's videos. And then I actually ended up writing an article, which was also one of my roles for the day.
It's kind of cool when one of your dad's friends will come up to you and says, "Oh, I was reading a great piece in the Boston Herald." And he responds, "Oh, what was it?" It was about Bernie Sanders' political revolution. He goes, "Well, my son wrote that article." So that was definitely a cool moment for me, and something that, I'll kind of remember for the rest of my life.
Got 2 articles. The one where Donald Trump said that it was the Harvard of terror, and then another one, ironically, about Trump and Cruz about their campaign headquarters in their respective places in Iowa, how the tone was different, how Ted Cruz's was more of a welcoming, it was very lively, the doors were open, yet when I went to Donald Trump, it was very, closed doors, no one was really invited in. I walked in, and I write this in the article, I walk in, immediately they say no media. And so I walk out, and then I talked with Kristen, and I talked with Matt, who was filming me at the time. We talked to the people at the Herald, and they wanted me to write the article about my experience, and the differences between the two campaigns.
Thank you very much for joining us this morning. 44%, according to the poll, believe that you're firm in your beliefs and that you believe strongly in what you say. However, you're backtracking on your statement about Afghanistan, saying that it was not a mistake and America was right to do what they did. Can I offer you an opportunity to sort of defend and sort of explain yourself for that?
I think my favorite memory was just getting to know everyone who went on the trip. I think we all got really close and we all learned how to work together in the best way possible, and teamwork was definitely something that we all took away from that, and I think that was just a great time to be with all of them.
This is a really great university when it comes to hands-on learning, I feel. Marlon Fitzwater has given us a lot of great opportunities at this university from this center. Being able to go to the next step and being partners with the Boston Herald, going out to the road to different things, going on radio shows, going on, different trips, really has given the students a great opportunity to explore what they can do in media. We're going into a world where multimedia is really big, and the Boston Herald won Innovator of the Year. That's a huge thing.
I've been really impressed by the students who've gone to the Boston Herald Radio and written articles and shot video. They produce really quality work that they should really be proud of, and I think that the Boston Herald Radio and the Boston Herald have done a phenomenal job of teaching students and giving them great experiences that they can put on their resume and that they can take with them as they move forward in life after they leave Franklin Pierce.